Aries, this is your solar eclipse in Virgo tarot reading. Thank you so much for joining me today. All right, let's get your oracle cards chosen. And all of these are in the playlist description with my Amazon affiliate links in case you are interested in them or just want to research them, know more about them. They are there. And while you're there, do check your sun, moon, and rising sign for additional messages. Remember, time and energy is fluid, not linear. All right. So whenever you find this reading, if you are attracted to the title, it is meant for you, Aries. Let's get your chakra energy oracle first. All right. We have creativity. Look at that. That's really cool. I like it. Feeling creative in some way. Inspired. It kind of gives me an Ace of Wands feeling. I also get like a Three of Pentacles feeling because that's creatively working on things. All right. This has been a challenging card for, I'd say, about 70 to 80% of the reads this week. So let's see what you get. Enid, she who doubts, fear, wariness, trust. Yeah, so this is something that through this solar eclipse, it could be something you are working on right now. And I'm noticing this scar on her face. I mean, a lot of us have scars, emotional scars, physical scars from things, and yeah, it makes you distrusting and wary about things, doubting people, but you gotta push through it. Still gotta live your life. You know, it's too short to live it fearful. You gotta find some way to feel safe again. Rebirth. Look at that fire and that creative energy there. Wow. No matter what happens, you can find new wings. Rise from the past. Accept the positive change that is coming. Yeah. So this could be speaking about something that happened to you, but it's time to shed that. It's time to rise again. I mean, it definitely shaped you into who you are. You can't forget it, but you can certainly learn from it. And that's the best thing you can do. All right, let's look at, this is your recent past. Let's see what's going on for you, Aries. You have the Hierophant. Someone who was in a position of authority here. Knight of Wands, Saggy energy. And the Sun. Look at that, Leo. All right. We have Three of Pentacles. There's that creative energy there. We called it. We called it. All right, and it showed right up under creativity as well. All right, let's see what's crossing these other two things. All right, Knight of Cups, Knight of Wands, Knight of Cups, and Temperance. Okay, so you have three major arcana here referencing hierarchy, traditions, blessings, inner child, happiness, transformation. This right here, if you think about it, is a Phoenix type energy. If we combine these two, the inner alchemy, the fire of the Temperance card, and then that fiery Leo energy, that is a Phoenix to me. So I'm not seeing anything here that speaks to what happened with this doubt, fear, wariness. Not yet, anyway. So we have the Hierophant. What I'm feeling here is institutions of traditions. It could be family tradition. What this is, the Three of Pentacles, because it's crossing it. So this could be a family business for some of you, or it could be a skill or a talent that you learned from someone else in the family. Like, I get that tradition, like passing the torch of creativity, something like that. Whatever this talent is, you were either taught it by someone who had authority or some kind of station in your life, you know, higher up. Because we see the children here. Or it was just something that was an innate skill that you were born with through this family. And it doesn't, and we say creativity, that runs the gamut of many different things. We're not just talking about art. There are creative ways of thinking, writing, doing things. That's what I'm seeing there with those two cards. Now we have two knights here. Now, here's the interesting thing. It's right under this she who doubts, fear, weariness, and trust. Knights are fearless. They are fearless. So we have fire on fire and fire and water. So we have passion and heart's desire, and passion and inspiration, however you want to call it. Both of these knights are taking action. And so for some of you, this is taking action on a heart's desire, taking action on something that is a passion and your heart's desire. And that is the combo that is really powerful, I think, for manifestation and living your life the way you want to, because you're following your passion, your heart's desire. Now, for some of you, this could actually, I have to throw it out there because I'm feeling it. This could reference two different people in your life. One, very, it could be siblings, could be friends, could be people that are interested in you. One is very fiery Sagittarius energy, wanting to explore, like, hey, let's go do this, let's go do that. The other one is a bit more emotional and open to giving and receiving. So this could be representing two different types of people, maybe friends, like I said, relatives. It could be something like that for you. Yeah, it's either or. It's either your energy or, you know, obviously it's someone else's energy, but you would know the difference and how that is resonating with you. And then we have this rebirth here. It's not really saying why. I'm not seeing an inciting incident. It could speak to something that was, you know, it could be something that you brought over from a past life. It could be something that you're working through in your family's DNA almost, because when you think about it, you're more than just a copy of your parents. You know, DNA, it says how tall you're going to be and your eye color, skin color, hair color, you know, predispositions for certain illnesses and things like that. But I personally believe along with that is some karma, a way of thinking, a mindset, issues that have to be worked through that are like familial, family related issues. It can be, you know, things relating to money, prosperity, what is it, like self-worth, all kinds of things definitely passed down. And it also I have to say this, it depends on what generation your parents came from. So I was mostly raised by my father, and he was much older than my mother. He was born in 1929. So he was born the year of the Great Depression and grew up in the 30s, which the Depression era lasted for, I think, a good 10, 15 years. So the first part of his life, there was war, there was scarcity, you know, and a whole different mindset of people. And so I was raised by someone with that kind of experience and energy. And so it rubs off on you. I can't stand anything being wasted food, wasted anything, you know, and it comes from that connection, you know, we had with whoever our caregivers were. So there's something happening here within you, whether you realize it or not. This could be something from the past. Something is transforming in you. You could have finished something inadvertently, not even knowing, but this does feel like a rebirth of some kind. It's not really telling me why yet. We might get some clues here, we may not. So you have the sun, which is clarity. It's being able to do things with ease, because I feel like you have a natural talent here. I'm getting a 9 of Pentacles feel, like you are gifted and talented in some way. This is following your happiness, which kind of goes with that Knight of Wands and that Knight of Cups. Both of them are following things that they enjoy doing. And then you have this transformation with the Temperance, the inner alchemy of really, really changing and shifting your energy, who you are, what you are, major transformation and enlightenment. I'm also feeling with that, Aries. So let's see what is in your current energy here. Very interesting reading so far. All right. All right, 8 of Pentacles. Look at all the earth energy right under creativity. That's interesting. So it's Virgo energy. Now you have the Lovers, Gemini energy, and the Ace of Swords. Wow, look at that clarity right here under that rebirth. Woo! Now this could be pointing to a choice here with those two energies, the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Cups. Needing to make a choice. And it doesn't even have to be romantic. It could just be, you know, who you feel more connected to as far as, you know, friends and that sort of. Look at this. Now we have a 3 of Cups. We have the 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups. Both cards of socializing, teamwork. Page of Cups now. Yeah. Yeah. And now the 2 of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, we're getting the story here. So I love the 8 of Pentacles. It's also sun energy, but it's a card of Virgo. So clearly seeing your path forward. This is the path of mastery. That's part of the Hierophant's path as well and journey. This is that, you know, showing up, doing something well. This speaks to your talents here, Aries, whatever it is. Whatever you commit yourself to right now, because this is that Virgo being practical, meticulous, and diligent, and showing up every single day, you will reap rewards from it. Absolutely. Because you can see how much this person has gained in their skill. And, you know, already talented to begin with, but the more you do it, the better you get. Crossed by the 3 of Cups. This is celebration, happiness, having a good time. If you think of it this way, we have work hard, play hard. And that's what we have over here with the 2 of Pentacles. Work hard, play hard. Balance. You know, enjoying what you do, and then enjoying also when you're not doing it, when you're giving yourself a break. This feels like really good balance to me. I mean, really, really good balance. Don't see that very often, Aries. And so in the center here, all right, there is, all right, so this could still go 2 ways. This could be talking about you becoming whole, because we have, Gemini is the twins, right? Your light and shadow, your masculine and feminine. We all have kind of 2 sides to ourselves. This would say that you are choosing yourself and integrating and becoming a whole person, you know, and then following your heart's desire. You know, could be starting something new. That's one story. The other story is we had these 2 knights up here, whether they're male or female, it doesn't matter. This would be about making a choice. It's choosing someone also that is way different from you, different than you expected, because we have the 2 different kind of sides here. We have this one that's very technical, steampunky, and then we have Punky Brewster, Tourette's, and then this one is very natural, organic, you know. So that speaks to differences, but being able to communicate very well with each other. That's why we have the angel up here and that Mercury energy. So really good communication between you two. And then we have communication here with the Page of Cups. So it seems like for some of you, this could be an incoming offer, some messages of affection. It does feel like an offer. It could be you offering it. It could be them. It could be both. Okay? Either or. We kind of already touched on this one. We have victory here. We have knowledge and understanding and a like a connection to the divine, like your higher self. And balance. It's like mentally you're keeping things in balance, and because that's part of it, you know, to understand what your needs are and to not ignore them. So if you need a break from work, you'll take it. If you need to go have some fun, you'll do it. You know, that's what I'm seeing here. And so if anything does become a distraction to what you are doing, you'll cut it out instantly. I don't see any problems here whatsoever. That Sun card really does make this reading feel like things are happening with ease. Okay, now we have the Two of Wands. Aries, there you are. The minor arcana. Bring this down just a smidgen. This is also about making a choice here. Let's see what else we have for the future energy. We have the Five of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. Okay, there's that she who doubts, fear, weariness, trust issues. Okay, it's starting to come up, and it's because of this energy here. Could possibly. I want to see what's crossing it before I say anything else. Very clear reading so far. Seven of Wands, Eight of Wands, and the Six of Cups. Wow. Okay. You are guarded. And you know, you don't have to choose one of these. If it doesn't feel right, if it doesn't feel like it's the right match for you, you know, just tell them you're not feeling it. You just want to be friends. If they want to be friends, they want to stick around, fine. If not, fine. Yeah, it sucks when you get rejected, but you know, you get over it for them, you know, or vice versa. If you're being rejected, you don't want to be with somebody who doesn't want to be with you. It's like, oh yeah, cool. All right. Thanks for not, you know, dragging me and stringing me along, breadcrumbing me. Not seeing that. So there is some hesitation here of making a choice, choosing a path, which way to go. Because I think in the state that you're in, you feel comfortable. And, you know, you're not sure. This is that fear and weariness right here. Doubting. Doubting is right here in that Two of Wands, Aries. You're doubting. Trust your instinct is what I would say. And you have the Seven of Wands. You have firm boundaries, which is good. Why would you worry? Like if you, okay, say someone did fool you, okay, and they misrepresented themselves, cut them out. As soon as you realize something's not kosher and it's just not adding up, be gone immediately. Don't waste time. You've got firm boundaries here with this. This is also about traditions as well and what you believe in, your beliefs. Don't let anybody sway you or try to make you see things differently if you don't want to. So I feel like you're really firm here. But there's a bit of wariness here with this energy. of having to leave your comfort zone, which I understand. Now, the Five of Cups, I think this is referencing your disappointments in the past. That's why we have that doubt. But there's communication here. You might be expressing your doubt to someone, in this situation. You might be breaking the news to someone that you have not chosen them, that they're not the one. Now, it doesn't have to be relationship-wise. This could even be any kind of choices you make, work-related, anything really. But the communication is speeding up. But I think you've already made up your mind, though. That's the thing. That's what I'm feeling. Because you feel firm in your position. Maybe you're just not ready. That's why you're just standing at that tower. If you're not ready, you're not ready. For whatever this is, this moment. If it's just not the right time for you, they'll understand. We have the Four of Pentacles, which is holding on to something, and the Six of Pentacles, nostalgia, thinking about the past, holding on to the past. This would be honestly, the time where I say, yep, this is holding on to something from your past. Now, that's not necessarily, this is reminiscing the good times and holding on to those good memories. But it doesn't feel like there's room for new. This is really being focused on the past here. Now, for some of you, I have to say, be careful with this. This could be, if this is someone coming back from your past, they might be saying, oh, don't you remember all the good stuff? But here's the thing. If this was someone that you actually had a bad experience with, then this is not to be trusted, right? You have to use your own best judgment here. If they hurt you in some way, and that's why you no longer were speaking to them and now they're coming back, keep them away. The vast majority of, I hate to say this because I always talk about change and, transformation. The vast majority of people don't. They just don't. I think I'm right. Change takes effort. It takes courage. And maybe this person hasn't changed at all. And you're feeling that, and that's why you're hesitating. So trust that energy is what I'm saying here. So there might be somebody coming back from the past that you already had issues with. I've been fooled by this energy before. You know what? I'll be honest. Yeah, absolutely have. And did I suffer the consequences direly? You betcha. But if you are healed and this person returns with this, glossy, don't you remember the good stuff? You're going to know it's just an illusion. See through it. That's why you have clarity. See how it's coming up in this row? You're going to have clarity over this. If this is somebody just speaking and talking, trying to glaze over this, what actually happened, you'll know the truth. And you'll send them packing and get out of here. Or you'll speed away from it, right? So hold your ground if this doesn't feel right to you. That's kind of one message there. Now, if this is someone that you do have good memories of, that you've never been in a relationship with, but you have issues to resolve here. You have to resolve those issues before you can go forward. You have to heal here first, right? That would be the ideal situation. Now, it could be that that person had issues in the past and they want to cry on your shoulder and trauma bond with these messages. I wouldn't do that. You don't want a relationship built on trauma or trying to get you to feel sorry for them even. I don't like that at all. So this is going to play out differently for many of you. There's so many different scenarios here that I'm seeing. But it is saying to stand your ground, to have firm boundaries, and to not be fooled, really. That's what I'm seeing there. Everything else looks really good. This is just some weird energy coming in here. Ooh, wishes come true. Rapid achievement of your dreams and wishes. That's nice. We have loyal heart. I think you do have a loyal heart. We have the chosen one. Fast track to ascension. Look at that. Oh my gosh. When I see that, it makes me think of Harry Potter. The chosen one. Basket. Recognition, reward for merit. Nice. You have camel. Persevere and you will overcome problems. Definitely. And courage. A journey, either physical or mental. All right. So overall, this looks pretty good. Aries, I think you are on the right path here. Just be wary of this energy right here. Some of you, it's okay. Some of you, it's not okay, right? Just depends. All right, that is going to be your reading for the solar eclipse in Virgo. I hope this reading helped. Let me know in the comments below. Hit that like button, share, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.